a superstar in his own right, known as 2Chainz, also Tahid Epps, also Titty Boy with us from my old stomping grounds, College Park, Georgia, now one of the most famous rap stars in the world. You know, 2Chainz, first of all, thank you for being with us. You're a star. So many people, so many teens, so many young adults look up to you. Can I ask you, when you hear about cases like this, why do you still support the legalization of marijuana? Because, you know, I know your persona is different from your rap persona. I know, for instance, you graduated with a 4.0, that you got a scholarship. That's 2Chainz Happy Birthday Jam Records. Why do all the guys have on regular clothes and the women have on skin-tight leopard suits? You know, I don't know the answer to that. But why do you advocate legalization of pot when you hear stories like what I'm talking about?
Well, from the stories that I just heard you talk about, they were they had alcohol included, which we all know, you know, cause you to black out, forget things, and have memory loss. They also dealt with irresponsible people. I don't think that you could put an umbrella on the whole community off these few incidents that you just named.
Well,
so
what community is that? The potheads?
The smokers, the stoners community. I just feel like you can't use these particular stories to define everybody that has recreational use.
I'm not defining everybody, okay? So don't throw me in that pot and stew me. What I'm saying is legalizing pot ends up in stories like this. And you, with so many people looking up to you, advocate legalization of pot. And I don't get it. I mean, I've seen video of you smoking a big fat doobie. I mean, I've read your lyrics. I know what you say in your songs. But when you hear stories like the mom and the dad on the front porch, the baby dies in a fire, then my next story, everybody, that's 2Chainz Twitter account. That's him smoking pot. And while I have you, why the 2Chainz? Just curious.
2Chainz was obviously my second time, you know, coming around as far as a rapper. My first name was Titty Boy, but the name came from an internal thing with my mom, me being an only child, me being a spoiled brat, me being breastfed, so the whole family called me Titty Boy. But then when it was time for me to really go out here and make a name for myself, I figured like 2Chainz could obviously mean this would be my second chance, and then one chain being who I am and another chain basically being what I thrive to be. So it has a little deeper meaning.
You know, in one of your lyrics, you say, I don't fear death or dying. I only fear not trying. And some of your lyrics are so incredible, but then other of your lyrics advocates a different kind of lifestyle, that I don't think you would want little children exposed to. I mean, do you have children?
I have two beautiful little girls, and I'm a great father. I just feel like, you know, everybody should basically take care of their own. You have kids, too, as well, right? I do. So it's about governing your own household. It's about taking care of your own property. It's about having some kind of structure in anything, any drug.
I hear you, 2Chainz. I hear you. But what I'm saying to you is this. People listen to you. And while you may be able to get high and your children are kept away from that and they're not growing up like that, is my guess, is my hope, other people don't have the advantages that you have. Okay, Liz, show me the video of Jessica Gamble out of Ohio. This mom, look at this, 2Chainz, this mom making her 2-year-old child smoke pot. Watch this. I want you to watch it. Look at this baby.
That's what I was telling you earlier about trying to classify her as something that we would all do once we would smoke a joint. I feel like she was irresponsible. I feel like she was a bonehead. That was an imbecile move. Anybody that loves their kid definitely knows not to put them in harm's way, and that's what she did. So I don't agree with that at all. I mean, she may have mental issues. It may be something deeper than a joint, I believe.
Well, you know what? There is something deeper than a joint, and that's well put. Because what she's doing is child abuse. And what I'm trying to say to you is that if this is legalized, then everybody is going to have unlimited access to pot. And unlike other people that are responsible, irresponsible child abusers are going to have free access.
I'm not sure if you know, but everybody has the ability to get their hands on pot right now, whether it's legal or not. I just feel like if you legalize this particular drug, it could cut out certain things in the criminal justice system, as far as the overcrowding of prisons, as far as putting this on our criminal record to prevent us from getting loans, prevent us from getting homes. Just the whole thing around recreational weed is not making any sense to me.
If you want to qualify for a home, then why don't you just not smoke pot? Why don't you just not get arrested?
We're in a deficit right now. We got to try to find ways on getting out. So I figure if we got half of the states legalizing pot, if the rest of the community legalizes pot, that frees up taxpayers' money. That allows us to do something with this extra funds as far as fixing everything from
I don't know what you're saying about
to a stadium.
Freeing up taxpayers' money. What do you mean free up taxpayers' money? Well, what is that?
For me, I'm a taxpayer, okay? And I have one example. For me, I'm a taxpayer. My bus get pulled over, and they say they smell weed like they do all the time, okay? They find a grinder on my bus that has 0.01 of residue inside of it. Okay, they lock me up, they strip me, and then they find out I'm a rapper, and they want to know how fine is Nicki Minaj. They want to take pictures, and they want to let me go. They obviously charge me with 0.01. I go to court, I go to trial, and then they say, you pack your own bags. Is this your grinder? I tell them no. Well, who pack your bags? They find out my security does it. They drop my case, and then they pick it up on my security, who obviously beats the case. If that's not a waste of taxpayers' time and money, I don't know what it is.
All right. I'm not disagreeing with you that was a big to-do about finding one joint. But what I'm talking to you about, okay, fine. It wasn't even a joint. The point is still the same.
Wasn't even a joint. Complete waste of my money and time.
What I'm talking to you about is something different. Now, I know you don't want to see this because it's not fitting with your argument, all right? And what you're saying is not fitting with my argument, all right? Liz, show him. Let's go with Crystal Weber. A mom and her friends giving the 2-year-old daughter pot and letting the kid smoke pot. Okay, everybody is not responsible, 2Chainz. Everybody shouldn't have free access to go get pot like you get orange juice at the grocery store, like you order it up like a pizza. Look at this child.
I don't even give my daughter a drink, caffeine, at 2 years old, because I feel like it may be too strong for them. So, I mean, that's just something that you have to govern in your own household. Everyone knows that this is obviously wrong.
You're looking at the camera. Look at the monitor. Do you see that child?
Now, this kid may need marijuana when he's about 16 because he may, have some other things going on. But obviously, 2 years old.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Now, let's just talk about you for a minute.
You know what I'm talking about.
You went to college. You went to college on a sports scholarship, did you not?
Yes, and I'm very intelligent, and smoking pot for me.
Can I get back to you in high school when you were 16 and you were on a basketball scholarship, as I recall?
Yeah.
Were you using pot then?
I was selling pot then.
You were an athlete.
Yeah, I was selling pot then.
And would you want your children to do that?
Nah, but it was a means for me.
And why is that?
It was a way of living. It was a way of living for me.
Why don't you want your children to do it, man?
Because I did it for them. I sacrificed that so they won't have to do that.